rebuilt it again.
All right.
Afghanistan comes
Sir, I'm
very
so
convenient.
sorry to interrupt you, but I have some more developments coming in now. According to reports, massive explosions have lit up the skies over Tehran as a fresh wave of Israeli airstrikes hit the Iranian capital. Witnesses report loud blasts and thick black smoke rising across several districts of the city. There is no official confirmation yet on the extent of the damage or possible casualties at the moment. Shruti Das Gupta, ma'am, if I could come across to you, would you concur with the assessment that the US as well as Israel are attempting a regime change within Iran?
They've said so. I would not like to second guess that statement at all, because they've made it very clear that they want a change of regime in Iran. They have said it even before. They've tried it in the 12-day war. They thought enough damage was inflicted at that time, and they encouraged people to take over the streets and turn it into a Gen Z revolution moment and change the regime. And they're doing it again at this time, while they are bombing Tehran and the other sites in Iran. They've also hacked into their prayer app, where they're sending out repeated messages for people who do not believe in the Islamic regime to come out on the streets and protest. And Donald Trump, in his own words, has said, this is after decades you've been given this opportunity to go ahead and change your destiny. So please go ahead and take it in your hands. So they are saying it in as many words. They've said, even Netanyahu has said it, that the people of Iran need to change things out. And so there is no doubt in my mind, or anybody else's mind for that they want a change of pace in Iran. They do not want the old guard to stand. Even after the death of Khomeini, they are continuing to attack and bombard. Unconfirmed reports of how many levels of leadership they have taken out as of now. They are making sure that every aspect for a change in pace in Iran is accomplished, not just because they are taking out the leadership, but they're actually actively provoking those elements who are not happy with the Islamic way of things. So they do want to change, and beyond that, they're also giving succor and platform to Reza Pahlavi, the grandson of the last Shah, who is saying that I will lead the nation and I can be the bridge for a new generation to come over and take part in the new Iran. So they're also laying ground through that. So my fear is not that whether Khomeini's death is going to turn Iran into a rabid mad dog which is going to bite every single person crossing its path. My fear is that it would turn into another Iraq moment where a puppet person would be put in place, and America would then control the resources of the region as well as the politics and policies of the nation. So that is my bigger fear, because Iranians, if I'm not wrong, are a very, very old civilizational country. Yes. And they have very strong nationalistic values. A puppet PM would not last very long, and that would create further tensions in the Middle East. As of now, the entire region is at war. It's on fire. Hopefully the restraint showed by the other Gulf nations continues to hold, but for how long, nobody can predict.
Of course, you're definitely right by saying that a puppet regime would not last longer, considering that Iranian revolution did take place owing to grievances over Reza Pahlavi's, considering that US had considerable influence over Reza Pahlavi.
He was a very oppressive, corrupt person as such. He was very pro-Israel. That did not go down very well with a lot of Iranians of that time, and will not probably go down very well with the Iranians of today. They might want a different version of Iran, but they're definitely not going to buy into the American dream of Iran. So there is going to be a tussle if they actually try and put a mob-based rule there with a puppet PM. It's going to be completely rejected. If not now, within a year or two, this region would again fall into chaos. So I hope that the Iranians, though they are unhappy, some of them have been celebrating the death of Khomeini. Most of them have been mourning the death of Khomeini. But I hope they understand that they should not let international players play out on their emotions and change the fate of the nation towards a path they would not have chosen for themselves.
All right, ma'am. I request you to stay on with me now. According to